Hello, hello. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, we are live now. If you can hear me loud and clear, I know it's like we started earlier on some other platforms than the others. So please, if you can see me and hear me, just say hi. You can see me and you can hear me. Go ahead and say hi. And thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to share this now. Please help share. Help share this live video to friends. Help share to friends. Help share. Thank you for joining. I see you. I'm trying to share this. Can you please help share? Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Jermaine. Jermaine, thank you, Amino. Thank you, Olalekan Ogunson. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pink. Thank you, Bisola. Thank you, Esther. Sylvia. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you today. I appreciate you. We're taking off right away. But I want to implore you to stay on for at least 30 minutes so you will understand what we're doing today. You will understand what we're talking about today. So I welcome you once, twice, and a million times. Can you please help share? Nikki A, thank you so much. Esther Aigbe, thank you. Thank you for joining. Please help share this with your friends. Just hit the share button and share with your friends. I am streaming on 4 different platforms today, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, and on YouTube. So if you can see me on any of these platforms, just wave, 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 wave to me. Thank you so much. You can see me and you can hear me. Just wave. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Mrs. DTS68. Thank you, Yoli. Thank you, Salomo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'm going to start right away. Let me introduce myself. I am Coach Lola and I am a dual certified health and gut health coach. So I help people to slow down the aging process by helping them to manage some debilitating diseases just by giving information. So I help them to manage all these things naturally by dishing out information with which they can manage their health. So today we're doing another aspect of health. For some time now, we have been talking about the 9 pillars of health, the 9 pillars of health, and we started to take them one after the other. We took it in a whole session, just the overview of the pillars of health, and we now started to take it one after the other. We have dealt with water, we have dealt with sleep, we have dealt with exercise, we have dealt with diet, and we have dealt with management of stress. And today we are talking about detoxification. Detoxification. When we say some things are pillars, pillars mean they are very important to you, very important to the sustainability of good health. They are very important to the sustainability of good health and energy, of a happy life, of a healthy life. So that is why we are looking at these pillars. Thank you, Mulume. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you so much. So, like I said, we're dealing with detoxification today as one of the pillars of health. And I want to start by giving you a brief introduction of this that we are doing today. So, I welcome you once, twice, and a million times. So, we're looking at detoxification as a fundamental, it is a fundamental pillar in our health. We will be looking at how detoxification helps our body to keep our body in good shape. So, how we can help individuals and how an individual can help our world to really understand what detoxification is all about. Because there are some little things, little steps that we can actually take that are tilting towards detoxification that you may not even know that you are going through the process of detoxification. So, this topic is going to open you up to what detoxification is and how you can properly harness those activities that will help proper detoxification. Then, why do we need detoxification? You're going to see all that in what we are doing today. So, once again, I welcome you to this presentation. So, what is detoxification? Detoxification here, I put down, it refers to the process of removing toxins. Just like it is called detox. D means taking it out, taking it away. So detoxification is the process of removing toxins or impurities from our body. Our bodies naturally detoxify through some organs in our body, like the liver, your kidneys, and lungs. Let me give us all of the breakdown of all the organs in our body that actually help in the detoxification process. We have the liver, we have the kidneys, we have the lungs, we have the skin, and we have the digestive system. So all these organs help with detoxification in our body. However, in today's world, and many of you will agree with me, that in today's world, we are exposed to a higher level of environmental pollutants. We are exposed to processed foods. We're exposed to stress. And all these things can actually overwhelm our body's natural detoxification process. So we need to know that we are in a world where a lot of things are actually making our detoxification process to go haywire, because it's like it's working more than it is supposed to. So how do we help our detoxification process? We'll get there very soon. Since the things around us overwhelm our detoxification process, or the organs, these organs, so we will now see how we can support, how we can help our detoxification process, how we can help our bodies to eliminate the toxins. But when you talk about toxins, we cannot run away from toxins. So let's see how we can reduce toxins as much as possible. And let's see what we can do on a daily basis to help us get rid of as much toxins as are possible in our bodies. So the importance of detoxification. Why do you need detoxification? Why do you think you need to take out toxins from your body? Toxins can accumulate in our bodies from various sources. Many we know, many we don't know. But let's look at them. Many of you don't even know that you are exposing yourself to toxins by taking some steps or doing some actions. But we will see those things. We have some environmental pollutants. We have air pollutant. When you talk about air pollutant, we have a lot of smoke out there. At times we make barbecues. At times you're going on the street and the carbon monoxide from our vehicles might just be a big one, might be a very terrible one. And we inhale all these things. So we have air pollution. We have air pollution. We have pesticides. Many of us might need to spray some pesticides to ward off some insects, to ward off some mosquitoes. And we don't have a choice. We get in there. Some of us even use some air fresheners. You feel, oh, you want your environment to smell good, and you spray air fresheners. These are pollutants. They are pollutants. They have some things in them that are dangerous to our health. So we also have some heavy metals. We have heavy metals that are there that we expose ourselves to. in the water we drink, the water that comes up from our pipes, our taps, our faucets. So most of these have heavy metals in them. And we just take the water and drink it. Even the waters we buy in the stores, the bottled waters, the bottled water, I mean, you discover that many they have put a lot of chemicals in them just to purify them in quote. They say they make them purer. But in the actual sense, all these things actually make them worse because they are not in their natural state. Anything that is not in the natural state has attracted some pollutants into them. So we looked at environmental pollutants. Then the next thing we look at processed food. Processed food is out there, is a big one today. Everybody wants a 2-minute food, 2 minutes, like a noodle kind of breakfast, noodle kind of lunch, noodle kind of dinner, because we don't have time to go through the entire process from beginning to the end. So on the store, in our stores today, you discover that you have a lot of processed food that, and at times you will not be able to help it. But I always tell people that you can actually help to reduce processed food by you having a proper plan. When we were talking about stress and management of stress, we talked about having adequate plan ahead for your things. You can do meal plan so that you can reduce as much toxins as you can reduce as much toxins as possible from the food you eat. So processed food, they're there, additives. We have a lot of additives, we have a lot of preservatives, we have a lot of artificial colors in our food. We have a lot of flavors just to make it palatable to the tongue, make it palatable to the taste. I was reading a book this morning, and that book was asking the question that when you eat your food, are you more about taste or about the benefits that you get from the food? Are you more about the nutrients that you get from the food, or you are more about the taste? Yes, we're not going to sacrifice taste for benefits, but there's a way we can marry both to ensure that you get the best of what you're putting in your mouth. So it is important to be creative so that you can actually make those things that look like maybe they are not palatable, or some things that you may not naturally want to eat. There's a way you can make it actually palatable to the tongue so that you can have both taste and you can also have nutrients. But if all you are doing is all about taste at the detriment of the nutrients that your body need, then you're shooting yourself in the leg. We have to do something about that. So processed food is a big one. Then the next one is household products. I just talked about air fresheners now. Many of us spray air fresheners because we want your environment to smell good. But all these things are killing us. We have cleaning agents. Cleaning agents, you have a lot of them. We have personal care products. Do you know? Probably you don't know that anything you put on your skin, anything that comes in contact with your skin travels into your bloodstream in the matter of minutes. So many of you are saying, oh, but it's on the skin. But you remember that when I was introducing this program, at the beginning, I talked about skin as one of the organs through which we go through which detoxification happens. So your skin, anything you put on your skin can travel into your bloodstream in the matter of minutes. So household products, cleaning agents, personal care products, most of these things contain harmful chemicals and they go down there. We wash with them. I have one here right in front of me. We are all guilty. Look at this. We have a lot of them. I don't want to show you the name. I don't want to show you because I'm not here to actually spoil anybody's market. But we all have them around. We have a lot of them. That is why many people have even resolved to using vinegar to clean. I clean with vinegar. I wash my clothes with vinegar at times. But my children will insist they want those smell, those perfumes. And I keep telling them that all these perfumes are not the best, but they want their clothes to smell nice when they wash them. So they go buy all these things. So that's why I said we may not be able to run away from toxins, but at least we can reduce them as much as possible. And when we also learn how to go through detoxification, then we'll be able to help ourselves to detox as much as possible. Thank you all for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I just want to appreciate you once again. Thank you. Let me just appreciate these people. Samuel Compton, thank you. Golden Fingers, thank you. Charmed, thank you. Thank you. Leon, Lee Allen, thank you so much for joining. You can please help share this video with your friends and loved ones. So that's on. I'm saying thank you to the people on TikTok. Like I said, I'm on 4 different platforms today. So thank you all for joining. If you can see me, I appreciate you on Instagram. I appreciate you on YouTube. I appreciate you on TikTok and on Facebook. Thank you all for hanging in there with me. So today we're looking at detoxification, and we already started out. We're on the importance of detoxification, where we actually get all these toxins from. So we talked about environmental pollutants. We talked about processed food. We talked about household products, our cleaning agents. They are there. We talked about the things that we put on our skin. They are all there. We're all guilty. And finally, in this aspect, we have medications. Oh my God, this is a big one. Prescription drugs, over-the-counter medication, all of them, they are filled with chemicals. They are filled with chemicals, and at times you may not be able to say no to them. You may not be able to run away from most of them. But at least by the time we end today's topic, you will see the things you can do either before you go to the hospital, or either before you take a medication, or after you take a medication, at least to detox your system so you can get as much toxins as possible out of the things that you have ingested. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you. I appreciate that. So reducing the toxin load can help to alleviate the burden on our detoxification organs and improve the efficiency of these organs. Thank you, Household of Dreadlocks. Thank you so much. Or House of Dreadlocks. Thank you. I appreciate all the likes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's move on. So how does detoxification enhance our overall health? How does it enhance our overall health? I want us to look at improved digestion. When you go into detoxification, or when you go through the process of detoxification, it will improve your digestion. It will improve your digestion, cleansing the digestive tract, which is from your mouth down to the anus. When you cleanse it out, then the tract can absorb nutrients properly into your bloodstream to help do the work, to help rejuvenate, to help your healing process, to help change some things, or adjust some things, or mend some things, so to bring about healing in your system. So your gut has to be clean. Remember when we were talking about diet, when we did diet, we talked about eating as little food as possible so that you will not have too much leftovers in your system. The essence is to ensure that your gut is properly cleaned out. That is why we said if you go through detoxification, it will improve your digestion. Cleaning out the digestive tract can enhance nutrient absorption, and it can reduce bloating. The next thing we want to look at is increased energy levels. When you take out toxins, if you get rid of toxins as much as possible from your system, you discover that your energy will go up, because all the things that will make you to feel lethargic, all the things that will make you to feel down, that will make you to feel sick, you have taken care of them. You have gotten rid of most of them as much as possible from your gut, from your system, by going through a detox. So improved digestion, increased energy levels. Eliminating toxins can boost metabolic process and energy production. The next thing is clearer skin. Have you seen somebody whose skin is glowing? Then you discover that that person has a clean gut. If you discover that you are getting so dull, maybe your skin is not glowing as much as somebody reached out to me. Somebody reached out to me like last week and was telling me that I don't understand this what is it, this menopausal system. It's like my system is just going haywire, that my skin is dull, I'm not as bright as I used to be. And I said, okay, let's do a detox. Let's do a detox, because at times you need to really plan your detox. We will get there. We will get there. So I told my client, I said, okay, we need to go through a detox, because when you're going through menopause, it's a big one. A lot of things happen in your body that you don't even understand what is happening. You don't understand your system anymore. It's like you want to give up. You don't know. But it's all one step after another, just like baby steps. Put one step in front of the other, then you will get there. You discover that when you do it just gradually like that, you will be able to get back there. So clearer skin. Are you looking at getting a clearer skin? Detoxification can improve your skin health by reducing the occurrence of acne and other skin conditions. This is a very good one for women. Women, I know you want to glow. You want people to see you and say, I love what I'm seeing. So we need to make sure that we go through detox as much as possible. You may look at detox as a big one, but when we get to how you detox, you discover that detox is just as simple as drinking water. We'll get there. We'll get there. So the next thing is mental clarity. Mental clarity. Reducing the toxin load can enhance cognitive function. Can enhance cognitive function and reduce brain fog. It can reduce brain fog. So let's move on. Preventing chronic diseases. These are things that can happen when you go through the process of detoxification as regularly as possible. Preventing chronic diseases. Long-term exposure to toxins can contribute to the development of chronic diseases. And when we say toxins, we have mentioned some of them. We have pollutants, we have medication, we have pesticides, insecticides, and all those. We have all this soothe that comes from our carbon monoxide, from the car, from our when you do barbecue, the smoke that comes. Many of us even love to eat that barbecue because of the smoke infused, there's this taste that your barbecue has. Many of you will say, oh, I don't want to roast my fish or my meat in the oven. I want it to be done out there, where you will use naked firewood or something like that, because of the smoke. You don't know that each time you eat that kind of, it tastes good. I eat it once in a while. It tastes good. But you don't know that each time you eat that, the smoke that has gotten into what you are eating is carcinogenic. It makes one to be susceptible to cancer. Makes one to be susceptible to cancer. That is why many of us don't know that there are a lot of people that know how to take care of themselves. But if you are out there, you just eat all these things without knowing what to do after you have eaten them or before you eat them. You may fall victim of all these things we are talking about. So, prevention of disease. Long-term exposure to toxins can contribute to the development of chronic diseases such as cardiovascular diseases. Heavy metals and pollutants can increase the risk of heart disease. I told you that we get metals from the water that comes out of our faucet and a lot of other things. We have metals in them. Then another disease that can come from lack of detoxification is cancer. Certain chemicals and toxins are carcinogenic. I just told us about our barbecue that tastes very good. It tastes very good. That smoke that has infused our barbecue is actually carcinogenic. So if we must eat it at all, it must not be something you do too often. You can do it once in a while because you just want to enjoy the taste. You want to enjoy the taste. So the next thing is autoimmune disorders. Toxin accumulation can trigger or exacerbate autoimmune response. What is autoimmune disease? Autoimmune disorders happens when your system, your immune system is fighting against itself. Your cells are going haywire. They are fighting against each other. They are supposed to, your white blood cell is supposed to help fight against diseases, but it's like they are fighting against your body. They are fighting against you. So the system is just has gone haywire. It's not working. Nothing is working. Nothing is working anymore. So let's here I put down, I said toxin accumulation can trigger or exacerbate autoimmune response. So the next thing we want to look at some natural detoxification pathways. Natural detoxification pathways. Like I told us that the way we have been designed, the way we have been created, some organs in our body are meant to help us to detoxify. Now let's look at those organs. So our bodies have several natural detoxification pathways. And what are they? The first on my list is your liver. Your liver is a big one. It helps to detoxify your system. The liver is the primary detoxification organ. It filters the blood. You know, when you buy the meat, that liver, you buy it in the market, you want to eat it, you see it has a lot of holes, it has so much blood in it. Especially if you have gone to places where they slaughter the goat or the ram or the whatever in your presence. So it has a lot of blood in it. So that is the organ that actually filters our blood. It metabolizes the drugs we take. Every drug that you put in your mouth passes through your liver. Every drug, it passes through your liver. So it metabolizes drugs and processes toxins into a safer substance that can be excreted. So your liver helps to metabolize drugs, and it also processes toxins into a safer substance so that they can be excreted. So the next thing we're looking at are the kidneys. Kidneys, you have two of them. You have two kidneys. So the kidneys help to filter waste products from the blood, and then we excrete them in our urine. They also help to maintain the fluid and electrolyte balance in the body. That is your kidneys. How much water have you drank today? Did you know that water is the best friend to your kidneys? I need to take this. Just to show you that I always have my water right by my side. And I think I needed I needed a sip because my throat was already getting dry. So that was a good one. It actually did me a lot of good. So the kidneys, I said water, make water a best friend to your kidneys, because the more water you drink, the more healthy your kidneys. It helps to cleanse your kidney, it flushes out your kidney. So kidneys filter waste products from the blood and excrete them in our urine. How do you know that you are taking enough water? Anytime you pee and your pee is colored, know that you have not taken enough water. We lose about 3 liters of water every day from your urine, from exhalation. You know, when you breathe in and breathe out, or you do like you exhale through your mouth, you will know that if you do that on a glass. I have a cup here. If you do like this, you see it's cloudy. It's because we lose water. You lose water when you are breathing. You also lose water when you sweat. So we lose about 3 liters of water every day. And so you need to keep refilling your body. Refilling your body with water, with enough water, so that it will keep cleansing you. So anytime you pee and your pee is colored, know that you have not taken enough water that day. Until your water gets like slightly pale colored, or it is clear, crystal clear, then you know that you have had enough water. You've had enough water. So many people will tell you that I don't drink so much water because I don't want to be peeing too often. Which one is better? I always present this to people. It sounds harsh though, but which one is better? Would you rather drink enough water and pee as many times as possible, or you would rather go through dialysis? Many people that are going through dialysis are actually going through dialysis. I'm not saying all of them, but many of them are going through dialysis because they don't take enough water. And so their kidneys are not flushing out as much toxins as are supposed to. We're not helping our kidneys to flush out water. It's like I'm jumping the gun. It's like I've just given us a clue. I've just given us a clue to one of the things with which you can use as a detoxification process: drinking of water. Drinking of water. So let's move on. The lungs. The lungs expel carbon dioxide. You know, when you breathe out carbon dioxide. The lungs expel carbon dioxide and the other volatile toxins through respiration. That is the lungs. The lungs. We have two lungs. The next one is the skin. Our skin, the skin eliminates toxins through sweat. So when you exercise, regular exercise or a sauna session, you can do a sauna session. This can enhance the process of sweating. That's elimination of toxins from your skin. When you sweat out, then you are getting rid of toxins from your system. You know, many a times when you sweat, if you touch that sweat or your sweat just touches your mouth, you wonder, it's salty. Where did that salt come from? The salt came from the toxins in your system. That is where the salt comes from. So that is to tell you that when you sweat, you're letting out toxins from your system. Do you know that when you pee also, I know many of us must have tasted our pee at one time or the other, it is also salty. You're getting rid of toxins by doing that. So regular exercise and sauna sessions can enhance this process. It helps you to sweat out very well. It helps to open your pores so that toxins can come out of it. The next thing is your digestive system. The digestive system eliminates waste production through bowel movement. A healthy gut flora supports this process. Healthy gut flora. I told you that I am a dual certified health and gut health coach. So I am a gut health coach. I understand what it means for you to eat food, or I understand what it means for the gut to finish its assignment, to start and finish its assignment, which is to take in food from the mouth and digest the food. The process of digestion involves absorption of nutrients into the bloodstream. Then it passes it out through the anus as waste or as excreta. So that is digestion. Until that happens, digestion has not taken place, or proper digestion has not taken place. The digestive tract eliminates waste products through bowel movement. A healthy gut flora supports this process. How do you get your gut to be healthy? We'll get there very soon. Effective detox practices. What are effective detoxification practices? The first thing on the list is water. Drinking of water. If you have your water there or you don't have it, I give you permission. Get up, go get a glass of water and just gulp it down. You are helping your body to detoxify. Yeah, water. Very essential to the body. Hydration. Hydration. Drinking plenty of water to support your kidney function and flush out toxins. That is key. You need to drink as much water as possible. Drink plenty of water. It will support your kidney function and it will flush out toxins from you. Herbal teas. Certain teas, such as dandelion or dandelion. I call it dandelion, so people call it dandelion. Ginger, green tea, all this can support your liver and your digestive health. They can support it. The next thing is nutrition. Nutrition, the things you eat. Whole food. Whole food. I will advise that you focus on diet that are rich in fruits and vegetables. Fruits, vegetables, whole grain, and a lean protein. They will help the process of detoxification. So the next thing is antioxidants. Foods that are rich in antioxidants like berries, nuts, and seeds. They are important. They will help to neutralize free radicals, and they will protect your cells from damage. They will protect your cells from damage. The third thing, physical activity. Physical activity, under here we have exercise. Physical activity promotes sweating. And when you sweat, always know that anytime this, many of you will even want to go and block the sweat under your armpit. You go and use, they call it antiperspirant, because you want to block the sweat. You want to keep in the toxins there. I don't know why we do that. I don't know why we do that. So physical activity, regular exercise or regular physical activity will promote sweating. That is to tell you that sweating is healthy. When you sweat, you are doing a healthy, good job. You're doing a good, healthy job, or a healthy, good job. So don't ever get or don't be too. Many people will even get tired. They get overwhelmed. Oh, my clothes is usually very wet when I sweat. I beg your pardon. You are doing a good health job. So please keep it up. Keep sweating. Keep sweating. Anything that will help you to sweat is your friend. So it is important that you sweat as much as possible. So it will help sweat. It will help to promote sweating. That is physical activity. It will help to promote sweating. It will help circulation. Then it will enhance toxin elimination. It enhances it. The next thing is sauna. Sauna induces sweat. You see that it's all about getting you to sweat. Physical activity like exercise is about getting you to sweat. One of its purposes is to get you to sweat out toxins. So sauna induces sweating, and this can help to expel more toxins through the skin. Can help to expel toxins through the skin. The next one is mindful practices. Mindful practices. So stress reduction is number one. Practice things like yoga, like meditation, like deep breathing. All these things can help to reduce stress, and it can help your overall detoxification. It helps overall detoxification. Sleep. Adequate sleep is essential for the body to repair and regenerate. I said when you eat through your mouth, your gut will absorb the nutrients into your bloodstream so that your body can repair itself, it can rejuvenate, and it can regenerate. So this happens when we lay our bodies down to sleep. So sleep is also very important. It helps you to get as much detoxification as possible. Then we also need to learn to avoid it. When you know that this is toxic, avoid it. The best way to get rid of toxin is not to have toxins at all. So in the food we eat, in our environment, in like at times, I said you may want to use some air freshener to freshen your environment. You don't have to. Open the windows, allow fresh air to come in. Plant some flowers, some nice smelling flowers in your home that will bring out some nice perfumes. You don't have to use all these chemicals. They are chemical packed, and they are not to our health. They are not going to help us. They're not to our advantage. So as much as possible, we need to avoid toxins. Choose organic. Choose organic. Opt for organic food to reduce exposure to pesticides and herbicides. Most of those things you see out there that look so beautiful, so your vegetables, your fruits that look so beautiful, they look so spotless. You don't know that most of them have been sprayed pesticides and insecticides just to ward off pests, just to ward off insects and these what does my daughter call this? She would say, "I hate bugs," to ward off bugs, to ward off bugs, so that bugs will not eat them, so that bugs will not infest them. But when you go to the market, you want those beautiful ones. You don't want the ones that have been infested by bugs. None of us want it. None of us want it. That is why most organic plants are done in the greenhouse, because the greenhouse protects it from bugs, protects it from insects. So they don't need to put pesticides and insecticides on them. They don't even need to put fertilizers on them. If they need to use fertilizers, they use organic fertilizers. They use probably the what is it called, when they cut down the past plantation, they use all those things as manure to prepare for the next planting season, or they use the dung from animals as manures, as fertilizers for their plants. So choose organic food so that you can reduce the exposure to pesticides and herbicides. This is important. Then, natural products. Use natural and non-toxic personal care. I just talked about planting flowers, nice smelling flowers in your home, in your sitting room, in your rooms. Put them there so that they give you those nice smells that you want, instead of having to use these these perfumed sprays. All of them have a lot of chemicals in them, and as much as we spray them, you get into it, you inhale it, then you're subjecting your body to more toxins. So the first thing is choose organic. The next thing, natural products. Use natural and non-toxic personal care and household products. I told you the other time that anything you put on your skin travels into your bloodstream in the matter of minutes. Travels to your bloodstream in the matter of minutes. So don't say it's just on my skin. It goes in right there into your bloodstream. That is why you see that nowadays people don't put chemicals to perm their hair anymore. We have more of natural hair than we used to in those days, because it has been discovered that anything you put on your skin, you have a scalp, which is your skin, it travels down into your skin in the matter of minutes. That is why we have a lot of cancers out there. So we need to help ourselves. You have a part to play. And so when you play your part, then you will be able to beat your chest and say, I have played my part. So I know that I should not fall sick. So the next thing is filtered water. Filtered water. Drink filtered water to reduce exposure to contamination in the tap water. I told you that we have a lot of leads. We have a lot of metals in the water that comes out of our tap, our faucets. So you need to drink filtered water, or I always advise people, if you can lay your hands on spring water. People in my house, they don't like the spring water. They say it has a salty taste. It doesn't taste good. I always tell them that that's the best kind of water. But people vary. I don't know which team you are. Is it the team spring water or team any other water? So that's it's a big one. They don't ever want to buy the spring water, but I always opt for the spring water. So it depends on who goes shopping. So whoever goes shopping, whoever goes grocery shopping, I will get the spring water. Well, if it's my husband or any of the kids, they're going to buy the other one. So it's a battle. It's a battle that we keep fighting until we all get there. But one thing I discovered is that if I support something long enough, a time will come, everything will rub off on every member of my family. It may not be easy at the beginning, but at the end of the day, it's like everybody tilts towards my choice. They tilt towards my choice. So at times we have to be patient with our people so that we can carry them along in all these good practices that we are engaging in. So the next thing, detox programs and protocols. Detox programs and protocols. But before we do the detox program and protocols, I want us to look at the reason why we cannot rely solely on the natural organs of our body for detoxification. I told you that we have some natural organs, which is the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, the digestive system, and our skin. But we cannot rely on these organs to help us do a proper detox, because in the age we are now, we are exposed to more toxins. The ozone layer is zero or almost zero. It has thinned down. Pesticides and herbicides out there, many people are after their pockets, not after your health. They're after their pockets. They're after how they can make more money off you. So you have to take your health into consideration. You are your best doctor. You are your best doctor. So nobody is going to think for you. Nobody is going to help you to think for yourself. Nobody is going to help you to help yourself. You have to help yourself. So why can we not depend on our body, our natural detox organs to help us detox? Increased pollution nowadays. In the past, before now, humans were exposed to fewer toxins. We had less industries, less production, as in less factories. We have less. We know that a lot of heavy engines doing a lot of things now. When we talk about civilization, a lot has happened. We never had airplanes in those days. We never had motor vehicles in those days. But now we have motor vehicles. Now we have airplanes. We have a lot of heavy engines that are moving on our waters. We have a lot of factories that are producing a lot of things. And at times when you go around, you see all those suits. You see the suit, you see the carbon monoxide coming off the pipes. So this is the world we are in now, and we have to be real. In those days, they had all their things fresh from the farm. They want to eat it and just go ahead and eat. But this is the industrial age. Industries out there industries out there have made things difficult for us, because many of us want to work, many of us want to make money, that you don't even have time to cook your food from start to finish. So many of us depend on all this processed food. You depend on the canned food. They have already made it for you. Just warm it and eat it because you have to go to work. But I tell you, you need to hold your health in high esteem. So if you hold your health in high esteem, then you will know that some things are no for you. Because you need to learn to eat things that are living, not things that will kill your body. You need to eat to live, don't eat to die. That is very essential. So we have now the modern day time, we have a lot of things that have been introduced into the system now. We have plethora of new substances into our environment. So air pollution, for instance, industries' emissions of carbon monoxide, vehicle exhaust. We have other pollutants that can introduce harmful chemicals into our lungs and bloodstream. The next thing is processed food. I talked about it, just reiterating them. Many processed food contain additive, preservative, artificial colors, and flavors, so that it will, how do I put it? All this will the body must reprocess, or metabolize. It takes the body more work to metabolize this for it to be safe enough for us to eat and then pass out the harmful part of it. The next thing is chemical products. Household cleaning agents, we talked about it, just reiterating them. Household cleaning agents, they are there. Chemical products are there. Water contaminants are there. Now, a major one is lifestyle factors. Lifestyle factors. We have many people who have poor diet out there. Diet that are high in sugar. Diet that are unhealthy. We eat unhealthy, fat, diet high in sugar, processed food. All this can impair our liver function. So most of these organs that are actually supposed to detoxify also need help themselves. Your organs need to be helped. So you cannot rely on your organs to help you to go through the detoxification process. You need to assist it by doing some things. So we have sedentary lifestyle. Many people don't want to move around. In those days when we were younger, You were running around, running after your friends. Somebody can just snatch, like I have this soap bubble with me now. A kid, a brother, or siblings can just snatch from one another and they start running after each other. Do you still do that? When an adult is doing that, somebody's going to tell you that, are you okay or do you need help? So we don't do that. So we just need to create an opportunity that will help us to move our bodies. Don't just sit down. Even if where you are working is a place where you sit down, get up from time to time. Get up and move around. Like I've been sitting for some time now. So get up and move. Move your body. Raise your legs. So when you are doing that, you are moving your body. Do some stretches. Don't just be too sedentary. Don't just sit down at a spot and feel it doesn't matter. It matters, please. So lack of physical activity reduces sweating. If you don't sweat, you are keeping toxins in your body. So it also affects circulation. What about chronic stress? Chronic stress can affect your hormonal balance. It can affect your immune function. It makes it harder for your body to detoxify effectively. Then inadequate sleep. Inadequate sleep. All these things are very, very important to consider. Accumulation of toxins. Over time, the body can accumulate toxins faster than it can eliminate them. It takes in more toxins than it can get rid of. So you will need to help your body for it to be able to do a proper detoxification. So we have bioaccumulation. Toxins stored in fat cells can accumulate over time, leading to higher toxin levels in the body. Then chronic inflammation. Persistent exposure to toxins can cause chronic inflammation, which impairs the body's ability to detoxify and heal. The next thing is genetic variability. Genetic differences can affect how well individuals detoxify. Enzyme function. Variations in detoxification enzyme, e.g., there's a code here. It has CYP450 enzyme. This can influence how effectively an individual processes or eliminate toxins. So it is different genetically, the way we process toxins in our body. Then methylation. Genetic variation in methylation pathways can affect detoxification of heavy metals and other toxins. Environmental and occupational hazards. They are all there. Industrial workers, they are exposed to heavy metals, solvents, and other industrial chemicals. What about agricultural workers? Pesticides and herbicides can pose significant health risks to them and to the people that will buy their produce. Then urban living. Many people want to live in the urban areas. We don't want to live in the rural areas. But the more urban your environment is, the more exposure you have to toxin. So, what about inefficiencies and impairment? What if something happens? Maybe liver disease, kidney disease, gut dysbiosis. All these things can affect the way your body detoxifies. And so you will need to aid it to detoxify. Take, for instance, liver disease. We have a condition like fatty liver disease or hepatitis and cirrhosis, or is it cirrhosis or cirrhosis, which can impair liver function. Kidney disease, chronic kidney disease reduces the kidney's ability to filter waste from the blood. Gut dysbiosis, that means your gut is not balanced. Your gut is not balanced. Imbalances in the gut bacteria can hinder the elimination of toxins through the digestive tract. So we need to support our natural detoxification system through our diet and nutrition, through eating whole food, antioxidants, hydration, lifestyle modification. We have said all that. Then reduce exposure, avoid it. Then some detox programs can also help you to eliminate toxins, like we said. Since we cannot rely on our body alone and our body organs to detoxify, then we get support. We get support. So lastly here, we're looking at some detox programs and protocols that can help you to go through a process of detoxification. Juice cleansing. You can do juice cleansing. This involves consuming fresh fruits and vegetables for a period of time. You can say for 2 days, 3 days, for 1 week. You don't want to eat anything that is cooked. You just want to eat raw food, as in fruits and vegetables. That will help cleanse you out because it will not stay in your system. It flushes out your gut. It helps you to go to digestive system to be as clean as possible. Fasting, intermittent fasting or longer fasting period can give the digestive system a break. Do you know that from the time you have been born up till now, your digestive system has been working, digesting food, processing food? When is it going to rest? When are you going to give your digestive system a break? So some people might be 20 years old, but their digestive system might be 90 years old, depending on how much food you eat. Some of us eat 9 times in a day, 10 times in a day, when some people eat just once a day. And some people eat just fruits and veggies more than they eat cooked food. So your digestive system doesn't do as much work as the people that eat cooked food and big portions of food. So we need to take all this into consideration. Intermittent fasting or a longer fasting period can give your digestive system a rest that is needed. And it can also enhance autophagy. This is the body's way of cleaning out our damaged cells. That is to tell you that when your cells are damaged, if you fast for some time, the cells that are damaged will be eaten up by the healthy cells and they will birth healthy cells. Do you know that our cells reproduce from time to time? So if you take the process of detoxification seriously, you discover that you can be a newborn every 7 years. I think so. I think it's about every 7 years. So from time to time, when your cells are being reproduced, they will reproduce healthy cells. So at times you need to just keep off food so that your body can eat the healthy cells in your body can eat up the unhealthy cells, thus producing healthy cells and then rejuvenating or restoring, repairing your body, bringing it, birthing a new you, a new you. So the next thing is supplements. Supplements. Certain supplements can support your detoxification process. I always ask people to always take probiotics because the most important organ in your body is your gut. The gut is the second brain and it controls every aspect of your body. And the gut has to be balanced. It must have balanced microbiome. When your microbiome is up there, when it is superb, every other aspect of your body functions maximally, functions very well. So probiotics, learn to take probiotics as often as possible. Then in conclusion, if you have any question, please can you start putting your question up? Let's trash those questions. Let's look at them. So in conclusion, detoxification is a vital aspect of maintaining optimal health and well-being. By supporting your body's natural pathway through hydration, nutrition, physical activity, mindful practices, you can enhance your overall level of health and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Remember, detoxification is not a one-time event, but it is an ongoing one. It's a continuous one, a continuous process that requires ongoing attention and care. So I want to thank you all for your attention today. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you about detoxification, the pillar of health. So I hope this presentation has provided valuable insights into the importance of detoxification and how to incorporate effective detox programs or detox practices into our lifestyles. So if you have any questions, please let's talk about it. Let's trash the questions now. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you, La Pepite. Just pardon me. Then Fanny, Joseph, thank you. Beverly, Kimball, thank you so much. Do you have any question? If you have any question, let's look at those questions. Let's look at the question while I round off. I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being a part of this event today. So let me quickly do a recap. Oh, no, do we call it recap? What's a recap now? A summary. Let me quickly do a summary of what we've been talking about. So we talked about detoxification. What is detoxification? It is a process of removing toxins from the body, toxins or impurities from the body. And we talked about the importance of detoxification, the places we can get where we can get toxins from our environment. We have pollutants in our environment from processed food, from household products that we use, from medications that we take. Then we talked about how we can enhance our overall health through detoxification. So by improved digestion, we talked about when your digestion is improved, it's going to cleanse out your system. We talked about increased energy, or rather, when you go through a process of detoxification, it's going to improve your energy. Then it will also improve your digestion. It will give you clearer skin, to give you mental clarity. Then we looked at how you can prevent chronic diseases like cardiovascular disease when you do detox properly and regularly. You can reduce cardiovascular diseases, you can reduce cancer, you can control, manage, or even reverse some of these things when we do proper detoxification. So we can also prevent autoimmune disorders when we go through detoxification. So natural detoxification pathways, the organs in our body that help us to detoxify. We have the liver, we have the kidney, we have the lungs, we have the skin, the digestive system. But we learned that we cannot depend on all these organs because in the world we are today, we are exposed to more toxins than ever before. We're exposed to more toxins than ever before. That is why we need to support our digestive system. We need to support our skin. We need to support our lungs. We need to support our liver and our kidneys so that they can function properly. At times, these organs might even have failed, or they are failing, or they are not functioning maximally anymore. So if we depend on them, then we are shooting ourselves in the leg. Then you're not getting the detox that you need. So effective detox practices, we looked at hydration, we looked at proper nutrition, we looked at physical activities, mindful practices, and we also looked at avoidance. You don't want to have toxins, avoid them. Avoid them. If it is possible for you to go back to the rural areas to live, for you to avoid chemicals, for you to avoid exposure to toxins, please do. Like I've been telling my husband for some time now that I want to leave the city. I want to leave the city and go and buy a home in the on the farm. I want to live on the farmland. I just love the environment. I love the serenity there. I love you having to plant things, eat them fresh, have access to livestock just the way you want it. Not that you have to keep buying all this processed, all this frozen, that you don't have a choice. So if you are like me and you want to go and live on the farm, please, it's a very good one. It's a very good one if you want to do that. So avoid toxins. So we also looked at some detox programs and protocols like juice cleanses, fasting, taking of supplements or use of supplements. Then, in conclusion, I want to say thank you once again for joining me on this platform. I want to appreciate Cynthia, Funke, Iyala, J. Thank you so much. House of Dreadlocks. Thank you for all the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you all. I will appreciate if you can give me a follow. That will do me a lot of good. You can give me a follow, and I will definitely reciprocate. If you can give me a follow, I will appreciate that. And thank you so much. Thank you once, twice, and a million times. Until I see you again on Friday. I want to say thank you once. Oh, a message. What message is that? What message is that? I'm trying to look for the message. You just sent me a message now. I can't see the message. I can't see your message. I can't see your message. Thank you so much. I can't see your message. I don't know why. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, House of Dreadlocks. Thank you for all the lights. You were just showering me with so much lights. So, like I said, I will appreciate a follow from you. So, on this note, I want to step out. I want to say thank you so much for being a part of this event. See you on Friday for another event. Have a beautiful evening. Bye.